Back, New York business titans know what Zohran Mamdani means for their bottom line. It means higher taxes, government-controlled housing, socialist experiments in grocery stores, hostile agenda for anyone who actually builds, invests, or hires in this city. Now they're circling the wagons. A new report says one top New York real estate leader wrote to fellow developers on Monday night saying, "We must act decisively to ensure that the next mayor of New York is Andrew Cuomo." The email also urged developers to meet with the former governor today to plot his path to victory. Now, this is a race, Liz Peek, that is indeed heating up post-Labor Day. Brian, I've said that before. Not heating up.
I so wanted to believe you back then, Jackie, but I don't know.
Heating up exactly the way that we were hoping. We were hoping the field would be clear by now, that people would come to their senses and say, you do need a head-to-head match here. I'm not saying Andrew Cuomo is the answer to that. It appears through polling that he might be. But still, you've got people, we've made the comparison before that Cuomo is, you know, not so great. He's like socialist light version, right, but people will take it when compared to Mamdani win.
Well, there's no question that the business leaders, the business leadership of New York favors Andrew Cuomo. And by the way, also versus Eric Adams, not just compared to Mamdani. So a lot of people have been hoping that Adams would drop out of the race. At least you get only 3 people then. I think what's bad about this kind of news story breaking is that this just fuels Mamdani's narrative that he's the sort of small-time fighter against corporate corruption and corporate greed. And I actually think when you look at some of the sort of big arching themes of the last year and horror shows that we've seen, like CEOs being gunned down in Manhattan because they represent a corporate greed idea that some lunatic thinks, is beyond the pale, and they're going to rectify by murdering someone in cold blood. And then the huge outpouring of support for that action. You know, I think it is on Bernie Sanders and Elizabeth Warren and the other progressive Democrats to stop pouring out this rhetoric, this anti-business rhetoric. Most people in America are employed by businesses. Most people get a paycheck from businesses. These are not the evil people amongst us. And honestly, I mean, this is what is driving people to turn out for Mamdani, the fact that he's going to stand up for them against these exact real estate titans. That's why he's talking about capping rents. It is literally the case that it takes twice as long to build something in New York City as any place on earth. That means, yes, it is way more expensive. Why is that? It's not because of the developers. It's not because of the real estate titans. It's because the city council